So Mimi, what was the moment like when you heard your name called #1 overall?
Yeah, I mean, it was so much fun. We're having a little watch party in the locker room right now. The whole staff is there. Some of the girls are there. And it's so nice just being surrounded by people that I love and experiencing a moment like this. And it's something I'll never forget.
I'd say, Mimi, for you, just the numbers that you've put up this year all around, but is there one stat or one area of your game that you feel like you've improved in the most since you've arrived at Wisconsin?
Yeah, I mean, I think I could say I've been trying to improve on all aspects of my game. I think definitely, like Kelly said, my first contact was something that I really needed to get better at, especially kind of moving into the pro world. That's something that needs to get better. You know, I'm a 6 rotation outside hitter. I've got to be able to do it all. So we put in a lot of work throughout the spring and throughout the season so far on just, really tightening that up. Coming to Wisconsin has been so fun just because they just teach volleyball a different way. So I've definitely had to learn and have that growth mindset this whole time here. But yeah, we've put in a lot of work on all aspects of my game, and it's been really fun just to kind of see that growth come into fruition once the season started.
Obviously, you still have a couple matches here plus postseason, but kind of what are you most looking forward to at the next level?
I think just continuing to play the sport of volleyball with girls that that I've looked up to. There was some names they just posted this graphic about, Big Ten players in the MLB. And, those are girls that I grew up watching or girls that I played against throughout my time in college. And I think just playing with those big names, that's such a fun thing to get to do. Past teammates, past opponents, it's just the volleyball world is so small and so many people. So being able to play against them and play with them is just something that I'm really excited to experience.
Maybe for you, where in your eyes, with just this team in general, through from the first match, at the Kohl Center months ago to where do you feel this team's improved the most?
I just think our all-around game has just gotten so good. I think offensively, when we are firing on all levels, I think we truly are unstoppable. I think our passing's gotten so good, and it's giving Charlie just the opportunity to run really whatever she wants and really run her offense. And I think she's the best hitter in the country. I think she makes really good decisions. I think she puts our hitters in really good spots and gives them really good opportunities to score. And when we're all firing the right sides, the middles, the outsides, the back row, and then, we love when Charlie dumps. I love when she dumps. When we're firing on all cylinders, we're unstoppable, and I think we could beat anybody.
You meet with the portal and had to make a quick decision. I know you knew about this place, but has it been what you expected? Has it lived up to your expectations?
It's been insane coming here. Coming to Wisconsin was the absolute best decision I've ever made in my life. I was just talking to my mom about this recently. I don't know if coming to Wisconsin, my freshman year, being that far away from home, and my family we're all on the West Coast. I don't think this would have been the best place for my freshman year, but my senior year, going out with a bang, coming to Wisconsin was kind of a bizarre thing. I've always been only on the West Coast, so being out in Madison is kind of, we have the Life 360 on my family, and I'm super, super far, and it looks kind of weird. But coming to Wisconsin, so it seemed kind of weird and random and just really far. And I got here, and the girls welcomed me with open arms, and the coaching staff was just so excited to have me, and was so ready to teach me all the things and everything Wisconsin volleyball had to offer. And this program is just it is run so well, and there are so many people here that care about us. And the fans only want to support us, and they love us. Like no other fan base. You won't see another fan base like Wisconsin volleyball, and it's been nothing short of incredible.
So maybe just with for those that don't know about with the Major League Volleyball Draft, just take us through how you get notified. Is it the phone call? What was the phone call like, or the communication? And then who also was immediately surrounding you too?
Yeah, I mean, there's some behind the scenes kind of conversations being had, and just kind of where people want to go, opportunities, and what's out there. But I made sure I was really open to kind of whatever. It's been so awesome, just the growth of volleyball and how much opportunity there is for people to play professional volleyball. Between the two leagues, between going overseas, there's so much opportunity, and how cool is that? What? So being able to play in the States, is such a great opportunity. And having those conversations and kind of knowing what my options were and kind of figuring it out was really interesting, kind of stressful because obviously we're in season. I want to focus on being present, and we're still in the middle of college volleyball season, and I want to finish this out with a bang. But yeah, just having those open conversations. We just had the draft. They're having all the people lined up and all the lists and picking out where everyone's going to end up. I was surrounded by my teammates and my coaching staff, which was so incredible. And it's been so fun, kind of exploring all that. And I'm really excited to see how it all ends up.
you get 2 more regular season matches before postseason begins. Where do you feel like this team still needs to grow and has potential to grow before, you get underway at the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I think kind of what Kelly said earlier, we want to be playing our best volleyball at the end of the season. Yes, at the beginning of season too, but we want to be prepared for the tournament, and that's this is where it matters. This is where it gets serious. I think we can always improve on everything. Our defense can tighten up, our passing can get even more perfect and precise. But just continuing to gel as a team, really running our offense the way we want to, and kind of getting everyone involved is just really what's going to be key for this next step in the tournament.